Hello, dear Taurus. For November, what do we have coming up? Now, if you enjoy the videos, you can be notified when they come out. If you're a subscriber, great. If you're not a subscriber, it doesn't cost anything. You just hit the subscribe button up at the top and the little bell, and you'll be notified when the videos come out. Now, I have a special for Halloween readings. And all the information is on my YouTube page, and it has the schedule. Remember, it's Pacific Daylight Savings Time at this moment. I have a way for it goes into how to make a payment, and it is a special. It's on sale for Halloween. Now, you can also send me an email, and my email address is also included in the page for my YouTube. So what have we got coming up, Taurus, for this month of November? I look at its beginnings, movement going forward. Now I see here, I look at repeating numbers, and you've got a couple of twos, which is partnership or new beginnings. So you're reading this first about, are you looking at new opportunities? This is for Taurus. It's new opportunities, new beginnings, new chapter. You're at the beginning of a new chapter. You are starting to plant the seeds of what you're going to be doing next, and then you go from there. This is what your month of November is about. Where are you going next? And you have some cards that indicate that it is ending a cycle. And then you have the new beginnings. Because your overall reading, you have the Death card. Now, I think it's sort of appropriate, the Death card with Halloween. But death does not mean death. Death means transition, renewal, and beginnings. So there's the Death card. It does not mean someone's going to die. It does not mean, and I have shared the example that in old movies, they would have the Death card, and it'd be very dramatic. The heroine or it'd be some women who are amateur detectives, and they would go to a fortune teller with the hanging beads and the crystal ball, and they wanted to know, they would get their cards read or wanted some clues on something because the victim had gone to a fortune teller. And then there'd be all this dramatic music in the background. Well, no, the person is not going to die. It's a beginning. It's an ending of a chapter and beginning of a new chapter. And this is where you are right now, a beginning of a new chapter. And it is your wish. Your wishes are going to be coming true because you have the 10 of Cups right here. There's your 10 of Cups. Now, you have 2 10s in your reading, which means it's a confirmation that this is an ending of this chapter and a new beginning. And you're sort of now looking at the scenery, deciding what you're going to do next. You're gathering information, and you're like, well, what am I going to work on next? Am I going to look at relationships? Am I going to be looking for a new job, a move, financial stability, whatever it is? That's what you're working on right now and formulating. Because we also have here the balance card, looking at your alternatives, balancing the ideas. And look at, I had never noticed this in the background. There's your ship. Out in the harbor, the ship's waiting to come in. Your ship's waiting to come in. And here is your Page of Swords, gathering information to make wise decisions. Gathering information to make wise decisions. This is where you are right now. What do you want? What is it that you want? Are you going to apply for a different job? So you'll be looking at Linkit or some of the other job sites, or word of mouth, or gathering information, or maybe starting your own gig, or gathering information about should you stay where you are, what's going on. That's an example of work. Other examples, are you going to move? Is it time to buy a new house? The interest rates are, for some people, interest rates are going down. So what are you going to do? You're gathering information, deciding what direction you're going to go, because at the base of it is moving forward in the Justice card. Now, this can be interpreted in a couple of different ways. First way would be that there's a legal situation that you now can move forward. The other could be a decision made, keeping balance, moving forward with that decision. Because the Justice card can be decision, or it can be a legal situation, or someone making a decision, and you're moving forward now. Because you've been looking at, your Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is one of my favorite cards, and it is the aha card. Gathering information, and then you have the light bulb event. Aha. Okay, it's all falling into place. I understand what's going on. Aha. Okay, and that's what your Page of Swords is. Because what's behind you? What is behind you, Taurus? It has to do with you working hard and your the Magician. So it's maybe starting your own business, or it's income from a business, or it's a job, or waiting for profits. Because the hoe represents hard work and waiting, and the Magician is new beginnings, and there is the infinity, which means there is no limits. No limits. Okay? Because what's on your mind? You have another 8. And, there goes the card. It keeps wanting to flip down there. Okay. Oops. Page of Cups, or the Knight of Cups. Could be delivering a message. Okay, what's on your mind? Looking for a deeper meaning. There's things that are hidden, and here's your moon. These go hand in hand. Look at that. Follow your intuition. That will help you, because you're on a search right now. Looking at what's in these cups, things that are hidden. We have remember your Page of Swords, that's going to give you information. And then the moon indicates follow your intuition. Not everything is visible right now, and that's what's on your mind. What's on your mind is that right now you're in a situation where you don't have all the information. And so you're taking a break, before you move forward. This is like the foundation time. And you know that you don't have all the information. So this is the time to gather the information, the hard information, and also follow your intuition, follow your hunches. And maybe follow your hunches and thinking, well, I think I want to go this way or this way. Maybe I want to go back to school and learn something to upgrade my skills. Or stay where I am right now with stability. Those are your choices. And you look at, you don't have all the information, and so you gather the information to make some decisions. So it's an assessment time. You are in an assessment time, because what's coming forward is looking at your choices and the star. So you're being presented with these choices through your spirit guide. And then you're going to make a decision. This is the star. This is the source, your spirit guides. And you have some choices here. The choices, the 7 of Cups, sort of goes along with the 8 of Cups. You looked at things missing, and now you're ready to make some decisions. Now, you don't know what's under those. You're going to do your best effort because you have gathered information. But maybe you make that decision and it doesn't resonate with you. Well, I've been applying this in my own life recently, and it's something that I share, is that you make a decision, but your feet are not in concrete. You can change. If you find that the situation doesn't resonate with you, you can change. You can move forward. You learn something. It was a learning experience. Maybe you decided that you wanted to work for a large company, and you go work in this large company. You went from maybe a mom and pop or a real small shop or something, and then you go, oh, I don't like the bureaucracy. I don't like the lack of contact, of relationships. That doesn't resonate. Well, you can move forward and decide, well, I want to go back to work for a small company, or buying a house. And you go, oh, there's so much responsibility for this. I think I'm going to rent it instead. Or you decide that you want a little working farm, like an acre or two, and you go out and do that. And you think, boy, I don't have my weekends because I'm spending all this time, being a little country farmer, having to, maintain the animals, maintain the property. I'm going to go back to living in the suburbs or the city. You can change your mind. It's not a big thing. What it is it gives you information, and you can act on that. Because then what we have is, this is very good, the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles. The Hierophant is, the divine intelligence, the collective, whatever you want to call it. And then there's prosperity, or it can be even, you could even find also a group of people who support your spiritual path. That's possible. Can be a group of people. It can also be prosperity. And this is the collective. And so, you can either, find like-minded people, or prosperity is coming from, to you. You're manifesting prosperity. There, that's better. You're manifesting prosperity. So, whatever resonates for you, because remember, this is a general reading. Now, we have here, what's coming up is the Knight of Rods and the Page of Cups. You're going to get a message. Page of Cups is a message, can be about home, and the Knight of Rods is new beginnings, new opportunities. It could be buying a house, it could be partnership, moving forward. Maybe you're even moving. It's very possible you're moving. Then we have here a conversation between two people. Look at the twos and the twos. This could be a new endeavor. It could be a partnership. It could be some sort of agreement. If you're in a partnership or you have a partner, you could be having some discussions about planning for the future. Or maybe thinking about ways to generate money. Start a home business. But this is a communication between two people. And then look at the final outcome. It's the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. This is generally about money. The King of Pentacles about money. And the King of Swords is a person, can be government. Or it can be a person who makes up his mind and he's very decisive. So it could be that you're waiting for money from the government. Or, for some of you, you're waiting for your paycheck. This is maybe someone that works for the government, but you haven't been getting paid. And you're going to start getting paid again. Or something that's affecting you financially. But generally, also the King of Swords can represent government, and this can represent money. It could be money owed you. It could be like settlements, inheritances, domestic, or job. Maybe some of you are applying for a job or waiting for a loosening of things so you're getting the money that you're owed from the government. But there it is, the final. For someone, you have been waiting for the final for some money from the government that you've been working, but you've not been getting paid. It's going to be happening soon. And I would like you to also, for some people, not everybody, and it's globally. The prices are going up. What we can buy with our money is less and less. And then for people who have food insecurity, who have been relying on food stamps, ask for help. I did a reading for one of the other signs, and this experience is also to bond people together, to form a collective, that we're all here to help each other. And it can be, that maybe you don't agree with them on certain principles or certain opinions. But we are all part of the collective. We're all part of that. And we can form relationships. We can help our neighbor, literally help our neighbor. Do you have something extra that you could donate to the food bank? Or do you need food? Go ask for some food. I just was looking at social media, all the list of places that are available for food, for pet food even. Go ask for help. You have been putting into that pot, and ask for help. It's there for you to ask for it. And for some of you, you're feeling, okay, this is the feeling. I just picked this up. For someone, and it can be more than one person, that you feel like you work so hard, that you've played the game of you go to work, you put in your time, you work so hard, and now it seems like things are slipping away, and you're feeling a lot of stress from that. I do feel that someone's feeling that. And remember that the two emotions are love and fear. Ask for help. Ask for you have your spirit guides, and the help is there. And this too shall turn around. This is not a forever thing. It's an adjustment. And so just be in the flow and know that you are protected. You are protected. Okay, now I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards. While I'm pulling those cards, I would like you to think of a specific question for you with the angel answer cards, and concentrate on that question. And after I pull the 2 oracle cards, then we'll pull the angel answer card. Okay. Now, fortunately, I had listened to the psychics for the springtime, and they said stock up. And so I got like almost a pantry of basics that are that will last for a long time, that are canned, or rice and beans, dry beans. And I have my little stockpile, because they were warning us that this was going to be a tough time. And you can still ask for help. Now, the other part of that is, if you have extra, you can give. Let's say that you have a vegetable garden, and that you have a little bit of produce that's still there, and you can share that with the food bank. There'll be people that would love to have fresh fruit, vegetables and fruits. And so you're sharing. It's part of that flow of the universe. Okay, so this is the manifestation cards. Okay, and what do we have here? Right here. Between worlds, work with spirit to heal blocks and uncover deeper truths. Spirit is my true source. There it is. Remember, spirit is my true source. Right there. No, this light is not very good. I'm going to have to get new lights. So if you make a comment about the lights aren't good, yeah, I agree. And I'm going to set up my new studio because I'm moving in the month of November to my new place, my new little town close by. And so I'll set up my studio. Now, here's your other card. This is the career card. And here's the career card. Okay. And the career card is right here. Money matters. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. Yes. Let's see if we can get this right there. Maybe if I tilt this a little bit. There we go. Okay. Money matters. There we go. Okay. Now, let's pull your angel card. Okay. Right here. And the card is look for a sign. Look for a sign. There. So you wouldn't want an answer, look for a sign. You know, because you're at the beginning of your new chapter, look for a sign. That will help you in the direction you're going to go. There we go. Okay. Now, thank you so much, Taurus. If you want a reading, the information's down below. And it's a Halloween special. And from Las Vegas, Neena, Bella, Suzy, and I send you light and love.